the district apartments are an incredible effort to add more housing to a state that really needs more housing.
On Tuesday, May 4th, Bloomington's district apartments were the backdrop of a press conference hosted by Senator Amy Klobuchar about the national housing shortage.
65% of the most low-income households in Minnesota are right now spending over half their income on rent. When we look at the inventory and what's happening, Minnesota is estimated to have the third highest housing supply deficit in the country. So think about that. Our state, because of the fact that our economy is hung in there, because of the fact that people are working so hard here, and as we know from the recent census, have more people than people thought, we actually have a major housing issue here.
Bloomington Mayor Tim Busse, along with Richfield Mayor Maria Reagan-Gonzalez, current St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter, and former St. Paul Mayor Chris Coleman were also in attendance.
And I can't thank them enough, the people standing with me today, about the trust that they have developed with their constituents and been by their side, not just leading, but actually by their side at the food lines and helping them to figure out where they're going to get a vaccine and really getting things done on the front line. And with that, I introduce our first mayor, our host, Mayor Busse, from the great city of Bloomington.
If we drove through Bloomington, you would see that we've got a bit of a residential building boom. We have 26 residential projects in the pipeline right now, 17 of which are affordable in some way, 9 of which are market rate housing. This is driven by a market that needs housing. We know that. But it's also the result of some work by the city of Bloomington, very deliberate and serious work by the city of Bloomington. It's the result of some tools that we've put together within Bloomington to help make this easier. And it's the result of some great work that we've done with our partners in the nonprofit community, other levels of government, just so much work that we've done within the Twin Cities, and I appreciate that.
In 2019, the city adopted and enacted the Opportunity Housing Ordinance.
Like most ordinances of this kind, it does require developers to include affordable units when they build a new unit, like we see behind us, or when they redevelop existing units. But what it also does is incentivize them to do this. It's not just a requirement. It's not just a thou shalt comply. We wanted to, in addition to a stick, we wanted to offer some carrots. And so some of the incentives include, for example, expedited review of documents, density requirements. It also includes tax increment financing. And by the way, folks, the Opportunity Housing Ordinance and this trust fund, it is absolutely working. We are on track in Bloomington to exceed our 2030 housing goals that have been set by the Metropolitan Council. Right now, we are at 72% of the total projected goal of 842 affordable units. We still need help on the very deep AMIs at the 30 and 50% level, but we're working on it, and we're absolutely getting there.
And we have places where people don't want to have long commutes. They want to live in the surrounding area. So that's why I thought it was really important to talk about this. I've done it in Minneapolis, St. Paul, but I think it's just as important to do it in Bloomington and to do it in Willmar and to do it in places like Thief River Falls, where you would never guess they have a housing shortage, but they do.
We do a really good job of copying each other. If there is a good idea that works somewhere, cities pick up on that and they try and implement that everywhere. And I've seen that in a variety of different things. And frankly, I hope some of the work that we've done with our Opportunity Housing Ordinance, with some of the work that we've done with developers and nonprofits, I really do hope that we see this picked up in suburbs and in small towns and in regional centers across the state of Minnesota.